Welcome back to my channel. Janine here, 74 years old, retired. I'm on disability retirement and Social Security. Those are my two incomes. And I just wanted to welcome you back. For those that don't know, this is all about retirement. All about all those in my community that are helping me become monetized in this world of YouTube that I'm learning, processing, and enjoying. Retirement is all about enjoying yourselves daily, I think anyway, and never forgetting to be teachable. Yeah, you need to be teachable in this world of technology and all that's going on around us. My age and older, some people younger too, you need to know what's going on around you. I am not going to be left in the dark trying to figure stuff out. I'm still trying to understand the barcode and what is that thing called? The scan, that round thing. Oh, that's everywhere. No, it's square, but you know what I'm talking about. You're supposed to scan it and you're supposed to be able to find out this, that, and the other through that scan. Still don't fully understand that, but that doesn't matter because that's not my focus right now. And if I want to know it, I'm going to figure it out, and I will eventually. But today, I want to talk about 3 retirement challenges that I thought about over the last couple of days. Now, I'm on a retirement that is not pristine. It didn't come out the way. I did not retire under the category of everything being correct and proper and just right. A lot of glitches happened along the way, a lot of hiccups. But I'm here to tell you, I'm still going to move on. I'm still enjoying and will continue to enjoy the time that I have of retirement. I mean, and I have to go back to that one comment where someone mentioned that they didn't even want to recognize the fact that they were seniors. Oh, and I'm not one of them. I am glad to be a senior. I'm proud to be a senior. I earned every one of these gray strands. What the Lord said, He knows me by the number of hairs on my head, including the gray ones, okay? And I am thankful that I am here every single moment when I wake up in the morning and I am able to get up on my own. I am so very thankful. Oh yeah, we earned all of this, and I'm going to embrace where I am on the way to where I'm going. Now, all that said, I started writing certain things down, like staying on budget. That was number 1. 3 retirement challenges. Staying on budget, staying hydrated. I'm going to get back to that one because I had an issue last week that, I don't know, we need to really, as we get older, we really need to pay closer attention to our bodies, our health, and maintaining it. That is very important. It's important in retirement and every other area if you want to know the real truth. And the third one was staying teachable. Oh yeah, this thing about staying teachable keeps your mind active. It keeps you vibrant. It keeps you youthful. I was with a bunch of teenagers this past week in my grandson's graduation, and I was at the end of the table, y'all, where all of them gathered. I was like, okay, either I'm going to be in this conversation with an educated response to what they're talking about, or I'm just going to sit there and be feeble in my old age. I said, heck no. I'm going to figure out what they're talking about in some way or other. I am going to join into this conversation. Eventually I did. I had to listen first. You know, when you are teachable, you need to be able to listen. Quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to anger. That is what the Lord tells me. Always be quick to listen. And even a fool is considered wise when they keep their mouth shut. All of these bits of wisdom that the Lord pours into me, I try to remember each and every one, especially now, especially when I'm around these young people, because I want to be a part of their conversations. I want to know and learn from them. I learn a lot. I learn a lot about technology through all of these young people. My grandson, my granddaughter, all these, even my children. I have learned quite a bit, and I'm still learning, and I'm not going to stop learning. You need to know how to respond to these new, what's that? The Tesla that I just drove, that I reminded everybody to go ahead and take that test drive. It's free. Go and take the test drive. The other day, I was thinking about the fact that sometimes I have issues with my eyesight. I said, boy, if I had the Tesla, I wouldn't concern myself so much about driving at night as I do now. I'm a little skeptical about driving, once the sun goes down. I'm not a fan of that because my eyesight is different. But if I was in a Tesla, like I did try out at night, it was perfect. I got rid of that fear, the fear of my hands not being on the wheel. My foot is still near the brake, but my hands are free. And I got where I was going, and I pretty much guarantee if I get a Tesla today or tomorrow, I'm going to be very comfortable in it. So we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. But always pay attention to stuff like that. Pay attention to being able to be flexible enough to learn. There's a lot out here to pick up on, and if you don't understand it, you're going to get lost in the sauce. Okay? I'm just saying. The other thing about being hydrated. I had such a pain the other day, and I could not understand why my body was in such pain. I was like, wait, I'm in retirement. I'm going to enjoy my retirement. I don't know what this pain is, but it's got to go right now in the name of Jesus. I found out in that same moment, the thought came to mind, and I know where the thought came from, the Holy Spirit within. When is the last time you had water? Water. To hydrate your body throughout the day, guys. You can drink soda. You can drink whatever you like, thinking that that's going to be sufficient for you, but it's not. Water is still very important. Our bodies are 80% water. So if you don't have enough water in your system, you will become dehydrated. That is the first thing that came to mind because I was bent over in such an unbelievable pain that I had never experienced before. And when that thought came upon me, the first thing I did was go get some water. Don't panic, because I sure was in panic mode. I was like, is this it? Is this the way I'm going out? I was like, Lord, help me, Jesus. But no, I was instructed to take some water in. I got some power aids so I can replace the electrolytes in my body. I just instantly knew that there was something that was different. And that was the difference. Normally, I drink water all day long. But true, it was brought to my attention that day before. I did so many other things. When you're in retirement, sometimes you just let everything go. You just do whatever you want to do, any kind of way you want to do it. And sometimes you go off routine. My routine was a little different yesterday on that day. So I realized, on that day, I did not take in the fluids that I should have. So once I got the water in my system, once my body responded to, oh yeah, she's paying attention now, I began to come back to my normal self. Okay, and the third thing I was going to talk about was staying on budget. Okay. Do you know where your money and your time is spent? This was important to me. I know people that have a habit of ordering a lot of stuff online. I have a lot of friends that do. They order a lot of stuff online. I have friends that have packages stacked up in corners where they did not either liked what they ordered. They weren't satisfied with what they received. It wasn't like they thought it was going to be. All of those variables, right? But the bottom line was they didn't return anything. They kept it. And then ended up going to the store physically to get what they wanted because they wanted, like me, I want to touch stuff. I want to see stuff live in person so I can see if that's really what I need for or whatever I ordered it for. But in so many instances, people on retirement, which is amazing to me, I'm like, wow, you got it like that, huh? When you order stuff, you don't like it, you leave it in the corner, you've already paid for it. Shipping, taxes, all of that. You paid for that, and now you're going to go out and purchase it again, and you're not going to return those to get your money back. Where is the logic in any of that? On retirement, I'm thinking you need to pay attention. Some people have it like that where they don't have to pay attention. For me and many others, I'm sure, you need to pay attention to your bottom line. My bottom line is always under observation because I'm on a budget. I cannot function without being on this budget. I have $100 per month that I will leave out there for accidents, incidentals, things that might go oops and hiccups and stuff like that. But basically, I know where every dime is going, and it's because I'm on retirement for the long haul. If anybody out there knows their last day on this earth, please drop that in the comments below, because I have no idea how long I'm going to be here. I do know that I have lived more than half the years that were promised to me by the Lord. He promises us 120 if you want it. I want it. I'll take the 120 if I'm in my right mind, right body, and my finances are good. Because if I don't have those things, what good is staying around for 120 years? But the point is, take care of yourself. 120 years. I'm already here 3/4 of a century. That right there is spooky to me. But I'm enjoying it. Like I say, I'm going to embrace where I am on the way to where I'm going. Retirement is wonderful. Pay attention. Pivot when you have to. Enjoy yourselves. Be teachable. Go and get that test drive with the Tesla. Get off that sofa. Get off that couch. Go places in a Tesla or whatever self-driving car you come up with. If you don't want to drive, or if you have a fear of driving, just do it. Get out of the house and live. You don't know your last day, but enjoy each one of them. I'll see you the next time.